Today we're going to be talking about a small cap DePin RWA project that is currently 14 days old, and it's up 2,000%, up to a 66.66, the lucky $666 million market cap. And that project is PinLink, under the ticker as PIN. This is an ERC20 project, which is related to RWA and DePin and also AI. And today we're going to be talking about it, a little bit about it, go over some of the tokenomics and the market cap, the recent gain and run that it's had, some of the partnerships, some of the integrations, and everything you basically need to know about this project. Now, first things first, I also posted this project 9 days ago in my Skool group, back when it had a market cap at $13.4 million. Now, back at that range at $13 million, that is when I got into this project. Now, originally I saw this project when it came out with the TGE, and then it bounced down to about a $3 million market cap after having this TGE. Let's zoom in here. So yeah, it bounced up to around $5 million, and I was kind of watching it. I didn't invest into it because I wasn't fully convinced on the project just yet, and then it bounced to even as low as $2.6 million before eventually having this insane run up to actually an all-time high at $84.6 million already. Now, for a project just to come out and already hit that on ERC20 is quite rare, honestly. It's not really, this is not common at all. Now, currently it looks like it's also kind of bouncing on support at around $63 million. So we can see that it bounced on support here, bounced on support here and here. So, you know, day by day, it's basically just gone on to price discovery, consolidation, price discovery, consolidation. Overall, the chart looks absolutely amazing. I think this project also can run a lot further, and we're going to talk about as to why. So back then, also, I didn't invest into this project when it was around the $2 to $3 million zone, just because I wasn't fully convinced on the project. I didn't do enough research myself or DYOR until it finally bounced and had some volume up to 13 million. That's eventually when I got involved into the project. So of course, this is not sponsored, but I am a holder and investor of this project. So DePins work by using token rewards to incentivize owners of physical infrastructure assets to connect their devices to decentralized networks where they can be rented by end users in need of those services. So whether it's GPUs, TPUs, CPUs, or cloud storage capacity, AI developers have multiple needs that can be met by DePins, which offer the promise of a more cost-effective and decentralized solution. So the problem faced by current DePins, however, is that whilst they have delivered on the benefit of deeper decentralization, they have failed to deliver on the promise of significant cost savings. So that's where PinLink comes into play. It is the first RWA tokenized DePin protocol to drive down the cost of physical infrastructure for AI developers. So PinLink is solving the problem of capital efficiency for DePin services by pioneering the first RWA tokenized DePin protocol. So existing DePins simply reward users of DePin assets via a share of the payment made by AI developers to rent the capacity of their asset. By contrast, PinLink allows DePin asset owners to both rent out their GPU, CPU, TPU, or cloud computing capacity and mint an RWA NFT representing the asset itself. So this means that as well as renting out the DePin device's capacity to AI developers, they can also sell fractional shares of the RWA NFT to third parties who want a cut of its income. So this provides a dual revenue stream and more flexible monetization options for owners of GPUs, CPUs, and cloud storage capacity. So PinLink is also pioneering its Pin AI performance optimization suite, and this is vital to meet the enterprise grade requirements of AI developers. So also, if you go onto the website, it kind of shares more details about this as well, and it gets pretty technical. If you ask me, you can just check it out on the website yourself, but it gets quite technical. So it says here as well that the total DePin market is forecasted to be worth $3.5 trillion by 2028, and the total RWA tokenization market forecasted to be worth $10 trillion by 2030. And the primary AI and user market forecast is set to be $2 trillion by 2030. And PinLink's vision is to be sat right in between all three of these. So PinLink has also fostered a lot of partnerships and integrations already. So typically this is not normal for most projects to have integrations and partnerships this early with such high-end projects. So one of those being Pendle. They've also done an integration with Akash network. So Akash is all about GPUs, borrowing and lending, that type of thing. They are basically the daddy of the GPU borrowing and lending market. And they don't have a partnership with them here. I don't believe Akash really does that many partnerships, but they have an integration here, which they proudly boasted on their Twitter. Now, they've also added miners to their network. So you can see here, 3 Antminer KS5 Pros, Ice River, etc., etc. They have different miners that they're also adding to their network. There is now support for tokenization for Alephium miners as well. And there's also over 5,000 holders for this project as well, which is honestly quite alarming considering just how new this project is. Now, when it comes to the team, Łukasz is the head. Łukasz Orlowski is the CEO of this project, and he was also the former VP of engineering at EngineCoin, which EngineCoin actually hit a market cap above $3 billion as well previously. So he's been the VP of engineering at this project. And I also think this is possibly why this project has had so many different partnerships and integrations with other projects as well, is because of his networking. Now, overall, there is 100 million in supply, and I don't believe there is any vesting with this project, which, for most projects nowadays, a lot of people are just so tired of vesting projects, right? Most of these vesting projects all of a sudden just start at like $1 billion, and then eventually they just kind of go sideways. They're staking, and then they eventually drop, and people just aren't even interested in them. So this project has 100 million, and 80% of that is circulating. So that means that there is 80 million circulating right now, with 20% to come into the supply. So there will be technically some inflation, but there is a max cap at 100 million. And the current market cap is 66.42 million, with the FDV at 83.02 million. So that would be if all of the 100 million was circulating. So overall, this project looks really good. And honestly, I could see this project going over 100 million, at least in this run. I mean, possibly 150 million to maybe even 200 million within this cycle. So that's kind of where I see it. Let me know where you guys see this project. I'm incredibly bullish on it. And, we've kind of been in this sea of AI agent this, AI agent that. Everything is AI agent right now. But in this sea of this AI agent, having an RWA DePin project come out of the space, land a lot of partnerships, and also land this many holders in such a short amount of time, and for the chart to look like this, I think says a lot about this project. So overall, I'm excited about this project. And of course, I already mentioned this project 9 days ago at 13 million. And if you want to join my Skool group, which is at the top link in the description below, there you can find all things small gems, what I'm looking at on chain, news, analysis, day to day, that type of thing, new TGEs, everything like that. So anyways, guys, that's all for this one. I'll see you in the next one.